Community development has been really strong in the last 4 years during my tenure. The sportsplex was pretty much built basically when I took office. Of course, 4 years ago, the latter stages of the sportsplex were being completed, such as the football field and high school baseball stadium, and we've added a kids playground since that time, where you've got weightlifting capabilities as well as slides and playground. But the sportsplex means a lot more than that to this city. So the sportsplex is a place for our youth and our children. We have 900 children in the program this summer. It's amazing. It's amazing. And we are sponsoring, for the last 2 years we've sponsored, and we'll continue to sponsor baseball tournaments. And what that means is that stimulates economic development in the city of Magee, in such that we have a lot of visitors that come to town, and they stay in motels and they eat in restaurants.
They're spending their money. That's what we want.
And that's that sales tax that we keep talking about a lot of times for revenue for our city. But the sportsplex is built for our youth, and that's the most important thing. I feel real good where we are with that sportsplex. The next area of community development is going on in the city is the YMCA area of the city on the east side part of town. YMCA ceased operations last year, and due to some prearranged agreements on the land, the property reverted back to the city. So this May, the third week of May, the city will open that swimming pool up over there for swimming lessons.
That's wonderful.
And a swimming activity for the youth. And we as a city has applied for a grant, $100,000 grant, to build a walking track, a half-a-mile walking track around that property over there. We will know May 1 whether we receive that grant or not. Hopefully, we feel real good about it. We think we will. And of course, that walking track and bike track will be, and it'll be lighted also, Sue, and it'll be under construction during this year. We feel real good about that. The third thing I want to talk about in community development is our streets.
Oh yeah, I imagine a lot of people want to talk to you about that.
We've been out on a major street refurbishing program, and it's come together, and we, of course, our city engineer administered that program and such. He evaluated the streets. He and the city superintendent went and evaluated each street, and they put a value on each street, and 6 being the worst and 1 being the best. And we started off with the 6s and worked our way toward the 1s. Obviously, we didn't get all the streets, and won't get all the streets that need refurbishing because of money. But we had to hold our money to $1.5 million bond to keep from raising taxes, and that's what we did. We chose to make that decision. We didn't feel like now's the time to raise taxes in the economic time. But anyway, we've done over 60 streets and feel real good about that program. And then lastly, the other community development that we've done is the airport. We've received 2 FAA grants in the last 4 years, and one being that we built the terminal building out there as a pilot's lounge in the terminal building, and real nice little building out there. And then of course the second grant is going to be to clear at the end of the runway some trees and debris and all of those things to where we can put in some instrument landing out there at the airport, and it'll be real good for the city, and our airport will be updated quite a bit. So that's where we are on community development. I've hit the high spots, but
yeah.
But
well, I think some people don't realize the use of our airport.
Very much, it's very important. I had the opportunity to work with a company for several years professionally, and it can mean great economic development. The airport can mean economic development at times, because some companies will relocate to certain areas based on the availability certain requirements to air strips and so forth. So I feel real good about us updating our airport, and I think it's a vital part of our city.
I do too. I do too. I know people sometimes that don't realize that, you know, how much it means. We've got some other things that we're going to be talking about with Eddie Loftin, and again, he's running for alderman for Ward 1, and I hope you'll listen to the second part of our interview, because I think you'll learn even more about what Eddie's done for the city and plans to do.
Sue, let me interrupt before you stop this segment. We've done all these community developments without any tax increases. There's been no municipal tax increases in the last 4 years.
Well, there you go. That's a big part. Thank you.